Well, a fine good afternoon, everyone. This is Patricia, and I am traveling for history. I am at Bomoseen State Park today in Vermont, and as any good state park has, this place has trails. I drove about an hour and 40 minutes to come on one trail, the Slate History Trail. And we are in West Castleton right now, which is a ghost town. Now, you don't have to watch these in order, but I do recommend that you watch part one to get the basic history that I read to you. This is the front of the mill, which is in part two. You'll hear a lot of wows coming out of my mouth, as you can imagine. What I did not notice when I was coming in, because I was talking about the mill here, was the wood planks here and there. Do I think they're original? No, actually, I don't think they're original. But I mean, they could be. They could be. But I think this is like a Band-Aid to try to keep this slate from collapsing. But the slate is much heavier than the wood, though that wood is jammed in, no doubt. But we can see how it's splitting on that second piece. Can we see it? Can you see it now? Can you hear me now? Yes, we can see it splitting right here. And there's a little bit of a start right here on there too. We can see the wood starting to split up here, and then there's a crack down there too. So, how much longer is this part going to stand? I don't know. I don't know at all. But I really wish that someone would apply for some grants to try to shore this place up. Keep it from, maybe clear out the trees in the center. Whoa. Can you see this? Can you see how that is, that is pushed precariously out right here? Wow. This is not going to last much longer. That is such a shame. Such a shame. Wow. I mean, all these dead trees here. I mean, here's another one right here, which I have to climb over a little bit on the end there to get back to the roadway. But, oh yeah, there's the date. Can I show that to you? Can we see it from here? Oh. I don't want to get too much closer. I don't think it's safe. But do what I can to get a photo. But I don't think I can't see it as well. Talking to myself. Pardon me as I talk to myself for a moment. Whew. There's broken wood here too. I mean, it could be trees, but there is wood inside. If you have watched part two, you'll see that. Oh yeah, there we go. Can't see the actual date, but the date box is right there. I can't remember the name of that piece. There's a specific name for it. Wow. That's not much longer here. But I think it's 1868. That is just incredible. I may actually have to put a circle around that. But you can see where all the slate has fallen off of the mill, and there's just a slate pile. Oops. There's a slate pile all over the place here. And my cane, my cane, because the ground is wet underneath the leaves, the tree, detritus, and slate pieces, my cane has been sinking into the ground. Not good. I'm using my cane for stability. And this is what I'm climbing over. Okie dokie, Smokey. Mosquitoes up the wazoo in here, that's for sure. Okay, I had mentioned in part one, I think it's part one, about scrip, which was a type of money issued when printing money would be challenging, like during the Civil War, because the South would have its own money versus the North. So this is an example of scrip right here, these two pieces right here. I know they're purple. I think my black is almost out. But they say the Hydeville Company, the one on the left says 25 cents, and the one on the right says 10 cents. All right, we're going to continue back down this road. This dirt road is actually in very good shape. And I think this is still Hortonia Road. I drove here, and there's a lake I was following. I don't know what lake that is. That might be Glen Lake that this trail guide has been talking about. I know, no idea. Maybe it's Lake Hortonia. Is there a Lake Hortonia? Beats me. But beautiful scenery. I have to say that lake had no guardrails. And if your car went off the road, you're toast. It was nice knowing you. But I'm bound and determined to share with you this trail, walking. The trail is considered an hour long, and I've been walking it for over an hour. Of course, I'm also filming and taking photographs. I have paused it a few times, like when traffic is coming at me, like a motorcycle is right now. This looks like a stream bed to me, but could be wrong. I'm just thinking. Across the street. Let's go ahead and go across the street. This area, maybe you can see the sign on the tree right there. Let me zoom in for you. Let me step off the road because people are going fast on this roadway. It says wildlife sanctuary, hunting, trapping, or shooting prohibited, and that's posted by the state of Vermont. Pretty interesting. Wildlife sanctuary. I saw a lot of squirrels. I've seen a lot of squirrels actually. Back to the other side of the street. It's kind of a shame a friend was going to come with me to walk this trail with me. I think she would really enjoy this, probably as much as I. Another place, another time. She has to work on weekends right now, so I feel her pain. We've all been there. We've all done that. More slate. Just slate is hanging out everywhere here. Remember what they said in part one? Like 80 or 85% was just wasted. Can you imagine 85% wasted? Wow. That is terrible. And this is a paved road, by the way. Oh, what is this? Is this a road? Well, it is a road, but it's not for us to use. See that gate there? Right there? It is locked. So that's not what we're using. Because we're almost back to the entrance of Bomoseen State Park. This trail is deemed easy. And what I'll say about that is it's easy if you're able-bodied. It was kind of easy for my cane. What wasn't easy was climbing the hills and stepping over the slate and the cedar trees, and not cedar trees, the trees and all that stuff. That was not easy. That was challenging with a cane. If you have any other mobility impairment, this may not be the trail for you. Or maybe you just like a challenge. But crutches would be, oh, that would be foolish at best. When I got here, there were cars parked along the outer edge and a vehicle, like a big van, over here. And they said Castleton State College on them. All right, so Cedar Mountain Road is our next stop on the way. All right, so let us continue. Oh yeah, look at these places. And there's a slate, another slate wall right there. That slate wall is continuing. Now this house isn't part of it, but we can see it's weatherized with plastic and painted, which is good. And it has a slate foundation. Actually, let me just walk across the street. Okay. There are 3 slate houses right here. There's one in front of us, that one, and that one. There's a picnic table right there. I'm going to take a little break. I'll be back in just a moment. All right, so I'm walking from the picnic table, which is right here. I don't know what that building is in conjunction with this place, if anything. But we're heading over here. Whoops. Ground is uneven. Warning. There are squirrels all over the place, and listening to them running, jumping, running through the brush. Can't hear the pitter-patter of their feet, of course, but I can hear the everything rustling. Alrighty, so there's one house right there, and there's another one right in front of us. And let me walk over here. Beautiful houses. Anyway, so stacked slate houses, preserved as residences. These are excellent examples of stacked slate houses. There's a third one. We'll talk about that in just a moment. All three buildings were built in the mid-1880s. And these houses were for mill supervisors. In fact, this one at least looks like it could be a two-family home with those two front doors right there. You see that? There are two front doors. One on this side and one on that side. But this is one on the street corner. Well, on the bend. Street corner indeed. On the bend. A lot of traffic on this street right now. Must be people are coming home from work. It is almost 5 p.m. But this building right here, so this was the company store, built of slate and laid in cement. The store was also the company office and post office. It says the front of the building retains its bell, and there it is. Way up there at the top in the front. Oh yeah, right there. That is the bell. Wow. And that bell was used to ring starting and quitting times of the quarries and mills. That must be one heck of a loud bell. Ooh, here comes someone. What a beautiful place. Stacked stone set in cement. Wow. Now this street says no outlet, which means dead end. Clearly they don't use that back area there. Or if they do, they don't. Well, they don't. It doesn't look like they use it. But anyway, beautiful property. The company store. What's a company store? This is where the company controlled the food and the clothing of the workers. So they controlled the housing. I already said that in part one. And then they controlled the food and clothing, also stated in part one. So they would be paid. And then out of that pay, they would use that money to shop at the company stores. So the company was making money hand over fist in every possible way. So anyway, this concludes the Slate History Trail. I thank you so much for coming along with me today. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, even half as much as I did, and wow, how fantastic is that, right? But this is Patricia, and I and traveling for history. Until we meet again, you have a great day. Bye.